So this next play, we have a 3-by-1. We got three wide receivers on the bottom screen right here. One receiver to the left. You got the shotgun formation. You got the halfback right to the offset to the left hand side of the quarterback. This drives me absolutely insane because there's no communication that takes place, and they get it right, and they don't get this right, and they think they do, but they actually don't. So what takes place here? Let me go ahead and play this for you guys. It's really frustrating because you have a motion just right here, and the communication is breaking down because this guy is the most important guy on the defense at this point, because he has to know what he's going to do. Are they going to combo this route, or he's going to be taking this man? So the communication on the defense side has to be on point, and which is not. And this is how teams get beat in the NFL, college football, or high school football. You have to know what you're doing, what your teammates are doing. And if you don't know, if you guys not on the same page, bad things are going to happen. So you got the wide receiver right here. You got Jordan right here in motion. You got a receiver on top just right here. I'm going to go ahead and play this because what's supposed to happen is that you're supposed to pass this off, and this guy is going to take the first guy, which is right here, and you have to take him all the way. He gets confused and takes this guy, means two guys are going to be on the tight end, which is not good because this guy's going to run right open. Another thing, your spacing. Your spacing is crucial in football. When you're basically a foot apart from your defensive end or linebacker, it can be a problem because if he goes in or any slant or anything, you're going to run right into your damn teammate. So what you have to do is get offset. You want to be around right here. Makes perfect sense. Be around right here so you can actually play the run. You're playing the pass. Let me just go ahead and play this for you. No communication. The communication is going to be broken down. And to stop right here, you have two players on. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. This wide receiver is going to run loose. It's an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback. Once again, it's a great system. Yeah, it's a great plug and play system. When you have wide receivers or quarterbacks that can actually play, get the system down, these things are going to happen. But these professional football players should not be thinking they both have this wide receiver. It's just crazy. Let me go and play it and see what happens. They both go to the tight end. Leaves the wide receiver wide open right here. Go and catch the ball. Big, huge gain. Look at the hole. Look at the room he has to operate. Look at that. It's just amazing. It's literally just amazing. And what we have here is the San Francisco 49ers are driving the ball against the New York Giants. And the Giants are in a cover 3. And you see it right here with the basic corner lining up against the wide receiver in Brandon Ayuk. You can tell by his split right here, it is most likely the route is going to be coming in. This route could be coming out, but that's going to be a heck of a throw if he's on the outside hash mark. So what San Francisco does very well is they have a good play action scheme because it looks like a run. If you have a pulling guard here, a lot of the linebackers and defensive backs and defensive line is going to think that's going to be run. So a traditional offense is going to with the run and with the passes, and what San Francisco likes to do, and they like to be very creative. And you have a guard actually pulling on this, and it makes it look like a heavy run. And watch how the linebackers and the defensive line reacts, including the safety, which is very scary. If you are a New York Giants coach or a defensive back coach, because this safety is in his third, he has to stay deep down the middle. This corner has his third, which is on this side. This corner is going to have his third, which is on just right over here. Brandon Ayuk is running a beautiful route to come right in, just nice, and it's just perfect. We'll go ahead and play this for you guys. I think Kendrick Bourne is going to come in with a nice little motion, and watch this. Watch the pulling guard. You see just right there. Watch the play action. Watch the linebackers just bite. Look at this. Every linebacker has bit on that play action. And you notice there's only one guy coming out from the line of scrimmage running a route, which is Brandon Ayuk. And you essentially have one defender, two defender, three defender, four defenders on the right side of the hash mark. And good play, but you can tell the linebackers are getting just sunk in because it's a good scheme. Watch how Nick Mullins actually sells the play action, gets his feet set, hitches just a little bit to almost complete this ball. If the ball was just a little bit earlier and maybe a little bit higher, they would have completed this ball. But I just want to show you guys this because this is good play action scheme by the San Francisco 49ers. Let me go and play this for you guys. Brandon go ahead and sits down right there. Ball is up and it just gets tipped right at the last second right there. Could have been an interception, but it's a nice scheme. It's a nice play to get the defense to bite. The San Francisco 49ers are in 3-by-2. They got three receivers to the right, two receivers on top of the screen to the left-hand side. Nick Mullins is at quarterback in a shotgun position. I'm going to roll through this tape, and I'm going to show you how Kyle Shanahan, how he diagrams these plays, and he just gets guys open, and sometimes it's actually illegal. Let's just go through the play real quick. And as you see here, you have the 3-by-1. The receiver Sanu is going to go ahead, get a good hard jab to the right, inside leverage. Just want to stop it right there. You see the pick play, and the corner, I should say the nickel and the corner, are not on the same. If you look at this, and when you have a rub route, and this is what it's called, you have to be able to communicate with each other. This DB should be able to communicate with him. This corner should be able to communicate with him. The problem is that they don't switch, and it's a really, really well-designed pick play. Really natural. He gives you just a couple yards, cuts right into the slant. Number 2 wide receiver just coming right outside. He doesn't really have to do anything. Just runs right here and just stops. He invades this guy, and he's going to get the ball. Sanu, just right about there. It's going to be rewind that just a little bit. So from the get-go right there, these two have to communicate. They have to be able to either double team or have some type of zone read if this happens. If you have a pick play from the number 2 wide receiver coming from the number 1, you're going to have a problem. If I was the coach, I would definitely be in the film room. I'll be definitely on the sideline teaching these young defensive backs how to communicate. What should happen is that they should have communicated with some type of signal, and he is having the first guy in which this will be perfect. If he's going to run out and make a quick slant, he's going to take him. If he takes him, that means automatically he's going to get this guy. But you have to be on the same terms, and I want to include they're on the same level, which I just don't understand why. This corner should be realistically right about here, right about there. To make that happen, you have to communicate, and these things are not being communicated well, obviously, for the New York Giants. The New York Giants are they're in a bit of trouble. They have a lot of injuries, and they have some problems on the defensive ball as well. So let me just run through this again. See how Sanu just jabs right, comes right there, and look at this perfect screen. Perfect screen. Yes, it's illegal, but if you're doing it right, you're not going to get called. If I was a defensive back, I would be screaming and actually falling down, running into this receiver, because when that happens, you're going to alert the referees around you that it's a illegal play, and it should be looked upon, and they should actually review it. And I'll be telling my coaches, they're picking me on whatever slant you're getting me. You're getting the number 2 going to the outside. My number 1 guy's going to the inside. They're picking me. This guy is staying with this guy, which is it's understandable because that's his guy, but you have to be able to pass that off. So you have Sanu right here going to get wide open. It's a perfect play. He clears out with the wide receiver number 3 going this way. So the only guy that's going to be reading is this right here, reading right here. I'm going to run through it real quick. Gets the ball perfectly. Perfect pitch and catch. And you look at Nick Mullins' release, and he goes through an easy read right here, and he knows what's coming. He knows the pick route's coming. He knows he's going to just rub right off of him. Really easy pitch and catch. And if you guys are out there viewing this, this is an easy play to get a flag also. And he completes the ball right to Sanu. His first catch as a Niner. Goes down right there, almost at the 4. So this play, when it needs what needs to happen is that the defensive backs on the outside, you have a nickel in the corner, they need to be able to communicate. If they can't communicate well, things like this is going to happen. Plays like this is going to happen all the time, and there are going to be bigger plays in the future that's going to happen. So when you have a young defensive back group, you have a young defensive back of guys, just make sure you guys are on the same page, because things like this will happen. Thank you for tuning in. This is Competitive Matchups. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and click the subscribe button, click the like button. If you guys want to know every time I come up with a video, just go ahead and click that notification button and we'll go ahead and get started. Thank you for tuning in. This is Competitive Matchup. This is your boy Calvin Roberts. I'm out. Peace.